So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Today is match day, and Arsenal play Lyon. I will be doing a watch along for it later on today, and you can come join me. I'll be also live with Terry Flewers on the football terrace whilst he's live in Qatar. Big up to Terence. He flew to Qatar yesterday, and we'll be doing the show, I believe, at 1 p.m. UK time today, and then straight after that, I'm on the watch along. The game kicks off at 3:30 UK time. I'll be live from 2:30 UK, and looking forward to that, actually. Nice to get some Arsenal back in, especially when we're top of the table, albeit we're not going to see many of the first team players because most of them are at the World Cup or are on their way back from the World Cup. But a lot of them that are still there are apparently going to get a rest. And the ones that are on their way back are apparently getting a rest. So I don't know whether we're actually going to see any of them in the game against West Ham on Boxing Day, but all will be revealed. The Athletic, the club mouthpiece, as it were, putting out there the other day that they're all getting a rest period. So let's see. The club have also put out there their financial reports, and that shows that we've lost 45 million quid. If you want to know more about that, go and check out a previous video I've done. I think that came out yesterday morning. Yes, go and check that one out. Make sure you are smashing the likes up for the algorithm. One like is one wish. And big up to everybody who's been dropping the donations in via the thanks option. I do appreciate it. If you want to do that, scroll down there. It's along past the share option. Share it on the way. Like it on the way. Press the thanks option. Press the pencil. Write whatever you want. Change the value up or down. Bish, bash, bosh. Send. I will reply to each and every one of you that does that. Make sure you check out all the social links as well. But Gabriel Jesus has undergone successful surgery for his knee. Obviously, he came off against Cameroon the other day, and a lot of speculation as to whether he was playing under an injury or with an injury, should I say? And the manager of Brazil came out labeling it evil lies. Evil lies. I don't like hearing lies out there. Evil lies, he said. At no time do we play for victory and risk a player's peril. A liar who's out there because the name isn't it. The haters, right? I don't really know what that really means, if I'm honest. We are responsible. We are personally responsible. We are ethical. And that would never happen, and it didn't happen. It's a shame. We're very sorry for Gabriel. Obviously, Arsenal have been in contact with him, the medical staff, the football club, the manager, etc., etc. He's undergone surgery, successful surgery. He posted on his Instagram that it was fine, and now road to recovery. Arsenal put a statement out there saying Gabriel Jesus has successfully undergone surgery to his right knee after suffering an injury during Brazil versus Cameroon World Cup group stage match on Friday. Gabby will now begin his rehabilitation program. Everyone at the club is supporting Gabby and will be working hard to get him back on the pitch as soon as possible. Now, how long is as soon as possible? Because let's be real with this. Knee surgery is not a joke. And anybody in this chat that's watching this, tell me how long you were out with knee surgery, because there is a lot of muscles, which I said in a previous video, around the knee. You've got your calf, you've got your hamstring, you've got your groin, you've got your quads, you've got your thighs, etc., etc., etc. And we can't rush this guy back. And it's a massive blow for Arsenal. I'm glad the surgery's gone well, but let's not be surprised if we don't see him again for the rest of the season. And if we do, it's right at the end of the season. But we don't know. We don't know how bad it is, although it must have been half bad because he's had surgery. People that I know that have had knee surgery do normally tend to get back up and running properly, back up to 100% after about 3 or 4 months. I know a handful of people that have had knee surgery, but let me know, anyone in this who's watching this video, how long your knee surgery lasted before you were back up and running, fight and fit 100%, because this is a massive, massive issue to Arsenal. And since then, we've been linked to every striker under the sun. We've been linked, oh, let's go and get Mudryk. Let's go and get Mudryk. Let's put Gabby up front. We've got Eddie. It's Eddie season. Let's not forget here, right, with all due respect to Eddie Nketiah, his 5 goals and giving it all of this at Stamford Bridge took us from 4th to 5th. So let's not rely on him. right? Let's just put that to bed. Let's not rely on him. There's plenty of players out there we could go and get. Said this on a number of videos and live streams I've done in the last week since this happened. Go and get Wilfried Zaha. Go and get him. He can play right wing, left wing, and up front. He's running out of contract. He's got 6 months left. Go and get him. He'd also be kind of happy, I'd imagine, that he's got to move to a big club. We know the last time he had to move to a big club, he knows that up. Probably a bit early for him, a bit immature at the time, but he's grown as a player, as a human, as a person. So I'd be looking at him. It's a cheapish deal. He wouldn't break the bank. And he's a player that we could put up front. And then when Gabby comes back, we could utilize him on the wings and give other players and rotate and give him a rest, etc. Do I think we'll do it? Probably not. Do I think we're signing Mudryk? Probably not. Every other player we're linked to? Probably not. But I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings on all of that. Leave that in the comments section. One player we are repeatedly linked to, and it's that time of year again. We are linked to Rabiot. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Every single time there's a transfer window comes round, we are linked to this absolute waster. This guy is not good. And this guy is somebody I don't want anywhere near the club. And this guy is bad news. Yes, he's playing for France. Yes, he's in a good French team. Yes, he's having a half-decent tournament. But no. He has actually done an interview. Fabrizio Romano's put the quote out there. And it says, Rabiot on his future as his contract expires in June. Yay! A cheap signing. The Premier League attracts me, he says. I've always said I'd like to play there. Will it be at the end of my current contract at Juve? I don't know. I don't necessarily have a favourite team in England. Nowhere where I'd necessarily like to play. But basically he's saying, yes, come and get me. I'd like to play in the Premier League. And I only have 6 months left. He can negotiate a deal. I believe the same. I'm sure it works the same. Anybody who's down to the last 6 months of their contract, which he will be at the end of this month, I'd imagine on the 30th of June, so into the 30th of December, into New Year's Eve, I imagine that bang, as soon as that January window opens, he can negotiate a move abroad in the summer for free. I'm pretty sure that's how it works all around Europe. I may be wrong. Let me know if I am. But this is a player that is baggage. His agent's his mum, or was his mum, and he sacked her, and it just comes with baggage. I don't want him. Does he elevate Arsenal to a new level? No. What is he good at? I'm not really too sure, if I'm honest. Yeah, I watched this guy and I'm flattered to be deceived by him. Yeah, but it's a player that we are continuously linked to because he talks or his agent talks every single time. Where is he going to play? Because he ain't getting in the team. Let's be real. Yes, we need backups. Is he a good enough backup? I don't know. When you look at our bench, the bench is weak. Let's be real. It's a championship bench. Yes, he would probably be better than some of the players on it. But that should not be the benchmark. That should benchmark, get it? That should not be the benchmark. We should be looking for the very best players we can get. Yeah. And when you look at this guy, he is not in that caliber. He is not a type of player that I want to see at this football club. It's not somebody that excites me. It's not somebody that I look at and I think, oh, yes, you'd be amazing. You're going to elevate us. You're going to give us extra stardust in midfield. No. Not only that, he is 27, so he should be in his prime. And he's not. Not for me. Nowhere near good enough. I don't want to see him at Arsenal. You can stay at Juve, mate, or go somewhere else. He probably will end up in the Premier League. Somebody will buy him. Probably Tottenham, because they end up buying a load of crap, don't they? But yeah, he's probably been nicking a living in his career with the amount of trophies and that he's won. Definitely not a player I'm keen on. There's so many other midfielders out there that we could go and look at. Yeah, don't look at this guy. I don't care if it's a cheap deal. I don't care if he's got 6 months left. I don't care if he's got 6 days left on his contract. The baggage that comes with it, yeah, the money it will cost in terms of wage, because he's out of contract and he's a French international and they're probably going to win the World Cup. They may have won it by the time we do this deal, if the deal got done. So that will all be factored in. He'd want to be a starting player, blah, blah. No, just get away, mate. Go and buy somebody else. If we're looking at midfielders, he ain't the guy. But let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on that as well. Who would you pick in that midfield berth? Is it somebody that would dislodged Granit Xhaka on recent form, although he had a shocker the other night against Portugal. But on recent form in the Premier League, he's been our best player. So is he getting in over Granit Xhaka? No. Is he getting in over Thomas Partey? No. Well, there we go. Is he good enough to play for Arsenal? Maybe, but not as a starter. And I just don't really like him. I can't lie. So yeah, I don't like him. Maybe some of you guys do. Maybe some of you guys go, no, Lee, you're missing a trick. For me, he's too slow. Yeah, not just slow in terms of running and pace, but slow in terms of his turning circle. Reading the game ain't great. Yes, he's got a nice cross on him, but if you give any footballer time and space, they'll have a nice cross on him. So for me, he ain't the one. But let me know your thoughts on Jesus. Let me know how long you were out with a knee injury for, if you've had one. And leave that in the comment section. Make sure you come and check out the show with Terry later on today and the watch along. I'm expecting a lot of you guys to come and check the watch along out. And I'll be doing it on my own because that's how I want to do it. And Ola's busy anyway. He's working. And I'll be back again on Tuesday for the watch along against AC Milan and the one against Juve coming up as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings and all of that. And make sure you smash the likes up. Bosh for the algorithm. Subscribe, like, and share. Check out all the socials. Leave a donation. We're out of here. Adios, amigos. Rabiot fuera. Ciao.